All right, let's answer some of your questions now. Joe, coming to you first, okay? From Dave Kim in Atlanta, Georgia. Energy. What do you expect, energy? ExxonMobil, oil, expect a dip into December or a run?
That's a tough question to answer, but I will tell you that the pressure on answering that question is lessened because the exposure for the energy sector in the S&P is down to 4.4%. That is incredible. Dividend yield is 4.1%. So you really have, you don't have to have that much exposure. There's three names I'll give you. Hess, Pete's Kinder Morgan is working well, and One Oak, the name that I'm actually long.
Okay, Weiss to you from Al in Allentown, PA. DXC Technology. What do you do with it?
Well, I still own it. It's been a terrible call. The CEO that left was the one who put the company together, actually, and I thought they would sell it instead because they had no CEO. They made the interim CEO the permanent CEO. He was a company employee. Look, I'm just waiting for luck to bail me out at this point. They've had so many bad quarters. I do think they have some upside.
So you're saying if should Al wait for some kind of move to sell it, or should you just sell it?
It's just so negative. It couldn't be any more negative. I say hold on to it because they will start turning the tide in terms of positive earnings announcements, I believe, because they've set the bar so low.
So we shouldn't sell it, though.
Don't sell it.
Okay. All right. Surratt, to you. Carl in Florida, Synchrony Financial.
So Synchrony's up 40% for this year. I think this is a good time to start taking a little bit of profits off the table. I think there are other financials to play in this game, so I would be careful.
Okay. Doc, to you from Mary in Canada. Mm-hmm. John, I'm a big 60% loser in Newell Brands. Should I sell on the recent upside or hold through earnings at the end of the month?
The temptation would be to sell here because it's had a 26% pop off the bottom that it put in. Basically, when people found out that Carl was aggressively buying Carl Icahn in the low teens, I believe 12s and 13s, that was one of the triggers that helped drive it up to here, Judge. But it's just below some key upside resistance, so I'd take off at least half.
Okay. Pete, to you from David in New Jersey, the junior gold miners.
Mm-hmm. I already own GLD, I own GDX, and yesterday we had the juniors, the GDXJ. We had some huge 15,000 of this week's expiring upside calls. So they're very inexpensive. What are they really buying here, Judge? I think people are buying. This has been the place to be whenever we have a little bit of a downturn in the market. So do we start to see anything crack with any of these earnings? We get a sell to the downside. These should pop to the upside. That's the only reason I own these calls.